The latest. Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. The President of the United States of America, Donald Trump, invited the President of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, and accused him of white genocide in South Africa.
Said, kill the white farmers, kill the white farmers. And then he danced, and he's dancing, and it's kill the white farmers. I'm not sure, but I think if somebody got up in Parliament and started saying, kill a certain group of people, he would be arrested very quickly. That man is going all over South Africa, and that's not a small party.
The President of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, did not take this lightly. According to the President of Ghana, if Cyril Ramaphosa can't defend the Africans, he will stand up. That Trump cannot just sit down and accuse us of white genocide in South Africa. What about what they have done to the Africans? That these people are just pointing fingers at us wrongly when they are supposed to be directing the same fingers on themselves. This is what we're expecting the President of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, to do, but he couldn't do that. I don't even know why the President of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, is quick in helping Cyril Ramaphosa in this case, when we needed them to talk about the threat from the United States of America against our all-in-all Captain Ibrahim Traoré. John Dramani Mahama has condemned U.S. President Donald Trump for his unfounded accusations against South African President Cyril Ramaphosa, describing them as deeply offensive to the people of Africa and distortion of historical truth. In an opinion piece, President Mahama criticized Trump's assertion of white genocide in South Africa, which was made during a meeting between the two leaders at the White House. That was when Cyril Ramaphosa went, and then Trump was showing him videos of Julius Malema and Zuma, saying that these people were calling for blacks to attack the whites. And if truly Trump was having any concrete evidence against South Africa, he would have made sure that CNN, BBC, Al Jazeera, you see all their propaganda medias, they would have all been present to capture that. But it was just a video that he played in his office, the Oval Office, for Cyril Ramaphosa. But this was the same man who was saying that Trump should mind his business.
What Donald Trump has to do with South African land, because he's never been here. And he must keep his America, we will keep our South Africa. That's what he must do. South Africa is our land. South Africa belongs to all the people who live here in South Africa. It does not belong to Donald Trump. He can keep his America. And Ene is even worse. He's even worse. When I meet him, I will tell him. I will say, you, Donald Trump, you are even worse because your forebears came to America. They found the native, the indigenous Americans. They wiped them out. They killed nearly all of them.
He noted that apartheid impact cannot be erased by simply declaring it over, particularly when no concrete reparative action has followed. Despite the end apartheid, Mahama pointed out the vast majority of South African wealth remains in the hands of a small white minority, and racially exclusive enclave like Orania and Clayforton still exist openly. Mahama, drawing from his own memories of anti-apartheid activities in Ghana during his youth, reflects on the Pan-African solidarity that once defined the continent's resistance to colonial and racist regimes. He invoked the Sharvelin massacre of 1960 and the Soweto uprising of 1976 as painful milestones in a shared history of Africa resistance. Trump couldn't point out the reason to which black South Africans still can't visit places in South Africa. There are some places today that the blacks are not allowed on their own land though. Yet Trump didn't see that one to talk about it. And Cyril Ramaphosa could not also be vocal about this one. Ask Trump, why is it so? Even according to reports, the president, Cyril Ramaphosa, there is a place in South Africa that even he being the president cannot even go there. Just simple because the color is dark. And this is their land. This is not Europe. It's because our leaders are not always defending us. That is why these people always get a chance to be dealing with us the way they are doing to us. If our leaders are bold in Africa, like the way John Dramani Mahama is bold in Africa, and if they finally get the chance to be in their presence and they are able to be bold in their presence, like Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso are bold, not only in speech but in action. When you touch anything or anybody from Africa, we do same to you. But these ones cannot do that because they are thinking about their relationship, like the Namibian politician said. When they are buying things cheap, you'll be thinking about if we don't sell it to China, the relationship between Namibia and China was sad. Let it sad. We always think about other people instead of thinking about ourselves. And that is what happened to the Cyril Ramaphosa, president of South Africa, when he was in the presence of Trump. Trump was thinking about his color. Quote, "Our world is in real crisis," he concluded. "Real refugees are being turned away. Real genocides are happening in real time. And yet, we must waste breath on fabrications that dishonor our past and derail our progress." Unquote. The people who have the money, who are living a better life in Africa, taking other people's resources wrongly, are the ones Trump is offering refugee status to in America. We've allowed them for so many years, but this is the time for the African to say enough is enough by implementing what we are seeing in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. They depend on us for their survival. Look at what is happening to the economy. French economy. Just 3 of its colonies saying bye-bye, no more free resources. See what is happening to France. So if all African countries should come together and say no, these people will become, if there is a 4th seat world, that is where they will belong. They don't have anything. It's because of Africa that they have power. Because they are getting cheap mineral resources from here to empower their industries. And that is why they don't want us to unite and have peace. So we have to come together and unite. When you are defending your democratic elected, please channel that energy to Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso as well, because they are the only ones that are really fighting these people and putting them where they rightfully belong. United we stand, divided we fall, and united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world, in Africa, West Africa, and in Ghana.